If you play the lottery often, you might start to feel like winning is impossible. After all, some people play their whole lives and never win anything. But that is only half the story. There are some very lucky people in this world. Sure, not everyone gets to win, but the ones who do will tell you that buying a ticket is worth it. To celebrate 2023, we've rounded up a list of people who won the very biggest lottery jackpots around the world in 2022. Number 6. Anonymous Euro Millions winner. The UK had a pretty interesting year for lottery winners. Back in May, a couple broke the record for the biggest ever jackpot won by a UK citizen. They'd won £184 million, or about $221 million. But their record wouldn't last. Just a few short months later, another winner knocked them off the top spot. Unfortunately for us, UK laws don't require winners to go public, and this one chose to stay anonymous. They're pretty private over there, and that means we know pretty much nothing about them except for the jackpot size. Obviously, this is the right choice for winners, but it's sad for us because we don't get to know who they are or how they're spending their new wealth. But here's the little bit we do know. Their winning ticket is for the Euro Millions lottery, which is pretty difficult to win because you have to match 7 numbers to hit the jackpot. Remember, the Powerball only needs you to match 6 numbers, so an extra one really makes it harder to win. There are only 15 people in the UK who have ever won more than £1 million in a lottery draw. That shows this anonymous winner really was super lucky. The jackpot was a life-changing 195 million British pounds. That's about $235 million. We can only guess who they are and what they did with the money. We do know, though, that they're now richer than Adele, and that's pretty impressive. Number 5. Christine Wellenstein. The Mega Millions lottery started the year off with a bang in the form of a whopping $425 million jackpot. It had rolled over an incredible 27 times since October 2021 before anyone won it. Obviously, everyone wanted to get their hands on that prize, but only one person beat the odds to win it. Christine Wellenstein bought her ticket at her local gas station in Los Angeles County, never expecting she'd actually win. But on January 28th, all her numbers were revealed in the draw. She chose to take the lump sum, which was worth an impressive $292.9 million before taxes. She was lucky enough that she didn't have to share the jackpot with any other ticket holders. But that doesn't mean she thinks she should keep it all to herself. She already said she wants to give away some of her new money to charities on a local and global level. Maybe she'll be able to change the world with her lottery win. We'll have to wait and see. Can you hit subscribe before another lottery draw goes past with no winners? You have 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep watching for more amazing jackpots from 2022. Number 4. Another Mega Millions jackpot. The Mega Millions lottery obviously gave Kristen a huge win, but they weren't done for the year. Their jackpots are known for being pretty big, and they had a few whoppers in 2022. The jackpot for the October 4th draw was even bigger than the one that Christine won. It reached over $500 million at $502 million. Just imagine what you can do with all that cash. So who was the lucky winner of the giant jackpot? Well, there wasn't one winner. There were actually 2 winning tickets for this draw. Unfortunately, we don't know much about the owners of either of those super valuable lottery tickets. All we know is that one of the winning tickets was bought in San Jose, California, and the other in Fort Myers, Florida. Those winners picked a pretty good place to live because both of those states are in a small group of 9 states that don't tax lottery winners. That's a pretty nice bonus on top of their already amazing luck. We don't know if they chose an annuity or lump sum option, but we're going to guess that they went for the lump sum, like most lottery winners do. If they did choose that option, they'll get about $79.4 million each after paying federal taxes on their win. That's still an incredible amount of cash. If they chose the annuity option, they're each entitled to $251 million before taxes. Let's hope they don't blow it like so many other lottery winners. Stick with us to find out if the Mega Millions lottery managed to top this huge jackpot for another 2022 draw. The biggest winners are still coming up. Number 3. January Powerball Jackpot. The year got off to a seriously good start for the winners of a huge Powerball jackpot. How big was it? The giant prize pot was worth $632 million. At the time, that was the 7th largest jackpot in Powerball history. After the draw, the lottery announced that there were not one, but 2 winning tickets. One had been sold in Brown County, Wisconsin, and the other winner was in Sacramento, California. It was the Wisconsin couple who came forward to collect their prize first. They are Tammy and Cliff Webster, a married couple. Cliff said he was delighted about the win because he told Tammy's father that he'd always take care of her. He feels that this win guarantees he can keep that promise without too much stress. The California winner stayed a mystery for 4 months before they finally came forward to claim the prize. The winner was a man named Orlando Zavala Lozano. It seems he's not giving media interviews, so he's still pretty mysterious. We don't know what he does for a living, what he thinks about his big win, or what he plans to do with the cash. The only thing we do know is that he and the Websters both chose the lump sum option. That means they currently have an incredible $153.9 million in each of their bank accounts. And yes, that's after taxes. Not bad for a prize that they had to share. Did you play the lottery in 2022? Let us know in the comments what your biggest win was this year. Number 2. Biggest Mega Millions winner. We told you the Mega Millions lottery might be popping up again on this list. After all, they're known for sometimes breaking records with the size of their jackpots. This one wasn't quite big enough to match some of the other records, but it's still pretty impressive. It actually takes the place of the 4th largest lottery jackpot in history. It grew and grew because nobody had won the jackpot in a whopping 29 draws. But finally, in September, a winning ticket was bought in Chicago. Unfortunately for us, Illinois does not require lottery winners to reveal their identities, and the ticket buyer has chosen to remain anonymous. So, we'll never know who they are, but we do know a little bit about them. The first thing we know is that it's not one, but 2 winners. There was only one winning ticket, but it was bought by 2 friends who agreed to split the money if they won. And there sure is more than enough to share, because the jackpot is huge. They won a mind-blowing $1.37 billion. We also know that the 2 winners took weeks to gather a team of legal and financial experts before claiming the prize. That's exactly what lottery experts suggest you should do, so it seems like they're on the right track. The only other thing we know is that they made the decision to take home the lump sum. We don't know exactly what they got after taxes, but we do know the lottery is paying out an amazing $780.5 million. I don't know about you, but if I'd won the lottery with a friend, we would have hosted an epic party. We'll never know what these friends did though. And the biggest lottery jackpot in 2022 goes to number 1, unnamed Powerball winner. This ginormous jackpot wasn't just the biggest lottery jackpot won in 2022, it was also the biggest lottery jackpot of all time. It all started with a jackpot of just $20 million. That was the prize reset after the previous jackpot win in August, where the winner took home about $200 million. That's definitely a good win, but it's not even close to the more recent record jackpot. After the August win, nobody matched all the numbers. We all know what that means. The prize kept on rolling over. The bigger the prize got, the more people bought tickets. But the size of the jackpot wasn't the only record set by this win. There were also a record number of rollovers, with a whopping 40 draws with no winner. That matches another 40-draw record that was originally set last year. It's not so surprising that people aren't hitting the jackpot so often. The odds of winning a Powerball jackpot are about 292.2 million to 1. But that didn't stop one lucky person from winning the big prize. After a problem that caused the Monday draw to be delayed to Tuesday, they finally knew the winning numbers. They also knew that one ticket had matched them all. Someone in California had won this insane jackpot, worth $2.04 billion.
Today's Powerball drawing was historic not only because it had the largest jackpot ever.
It's the only time in history that a jackpot had reached the $2 billion mark. It's also a crazy 400 million bigger than the jackpot that used to hold the record as the largest ever. We can only guess what it must feel like to be the only winner of a record-breaking jackpot. We don't even have the winner to tell us. According to California state law, the winner will need to reveal their identity to collect the giant prize. But even though the draw happened in early November, they haven't come forward yet. They have a year to collect the prize, and that's when we'll finally find out who they are. We know the ticket was bought at Joe's Service Center convenience store in Altadena. Interestingly, the store owner, Joe Chahayed, will receive a $1 million bonus for selling the winning ticket. You're probably wondering how much cash the jackpot winner will actually receive. We have the stats for you. If the winner chooses to take the lump sum, like most jackpot winners do, then he'll receive just under $1 billion before taxes, about $997 million. But once you take taxes off, including the tax increase early next year, they actually take home $628.5 million. That's not a bad bank balance. Of course, most winners also have to pay state taxes after the federal taxes. But this winner got lucky again by living in California. As we mentioned earlier, it's one of the 9 states that don't tax lottery winners. However, if they choose the annuity option, they get the full $2 billion prize. Of course, they'll still need to pay taxes on that, but they'll be receiving a whopping $68 million every year from the lottery. That's so much cash, it could count as a jackpot win. I'd normally pick the lump sum, but in this case, the annuity option offers so much cash every year that it almost looks worth it. Tell us in the comments what you'd do if you'd won this jackpot. Like this video? Then you're about to love this one too.